Hello there, everybody. Welcome in. I'm a little bit off center, but hello. I don't know how to wave in this camera, but hello. Bear with me a moment. Move some stuff so I can get to the desk. We have a build. My brother very kindly sent me a Game Boy Lego kit for my birthday. So yeah, I thought, fuck it, for Friday's stream, let's just build something. I've been playing all sorts of games and stuff, raising money for charity and having a busy week. But yeah, I think it's been a nice chill one. So, without any further ado, in classic YouTuber fashion, let's get started. A word from our spot. No, I'm just kidding. I want to check if I can control. Yes. I can do that. You guys should be able to hear the music from the computer, but I can use my phone to control it. Because sometimes technology actually fucking works and makes your life better. Not often, but sometimes. Right. How are we going to open this bad boy without destroying it? Ah, there's... Oh, okay. It didn't quite work, but we'll work with it. Even boxes don't work anymore, chat. Right. Ooh. It's fucking holographic, chat. That's so fucking cool. Excuse me. I'm 41, by the way. Over there. Right. Bunch of numbers bags. Got recreations of the artwork from the cartridges. Oh, look how clean they are. Because obviously these are all like the residue from people's thumbs just destroys them over time. Even though there's like a thing to grab, people just do that, don't they? Wow, okay. Oh, you can get the instructions on your phone, okay. Oh, I haven't seen that. I remember the box when me and my brother got one back in the fucking dark ages. Right. Get started. Sick. What games are they? Zelda and Tetris. Zelda and Tetris. So, probably move these out of the way for now. And we'll just deal with the bags that we need. Shut up, Baba. Sorry, the cat's getting involved. Right. So it says bag number 1. Start with. These are all paper now, which is really nice. Much better for recycling. Let me know if the music's a bit loud. I feel like it's nice to have some background music so it's not just my voice. Right, so I think we're roughly organised. We've got different kinds of green. We've got 2 different kinds of green, chat. Right, so this piece. And one of these. And one of these. And one of these. So and we need to do this. And 2 of these. Like so. And then 2 of these. Like so. Just a tad. I'll turn it down a little bit. I think I can do that. There we go. Let me know if that's too quiet. Right. And then these. And the ends like that. And that goes over the top. Oh, this is just for the screens and stuff. Damn, okay. Better. Perfect. Thank you. That's so cool, chat. Oh, it's got a battery door, like a proper Game Boy battery door. There's gameplay. Hmm. Right, and they live in here. You get a little holder for all your screens. Right, so this one, and then we put these on either side, and then we do like that. And we do like that, and then like that. Gonna wait for Lego Batman. It's only 11 days away from me, hopefully. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it, dude. Because yeah, I think we mentioned this before. I think last time I did Lego, you were talking about some Lego games, and I keep mentioning that somebody was telling me, like, do you know what, like the best so and so game we've had for this franchise in however long has been the Lego one because it's better than anything the actual studio would do. It was like, damn, kind of a burn, but okay. That, and then one green. Oops, one green. Back. That. There. And then Ding. Oh, hang on. I've made an error, chat. Made an error. One of these. Black one. Excuse me. Kira, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. Supposed to be a black one. Excuse me. I did the wrong thing. Goes in like that. Goes in like that. And that goes like that. We should have, yeah, black, green. Okay. And then this goes over there like that. And I think we only get one of these, so I'm going to have to choose which sticker. I use. So it's going to be Zelda, of course, but I want to clean that off and get a pair of tweezers to make sure I line it up perfectly. Just installing Leon Must Die while having lunch. I saw the announcement. Leon Must Die. You can replay sections with just an absurd amount of enemies, which, as Leon, I reckon will be really fun. Yeah, if you've got like the unlimited ammo and everything, then yeah, you can just fucking blast everything. It'll be really fun. Right, I need to clean the top of this. To maximize the adhesion. And then to figure out how to line this up as perfectly as possible. Before we place, one sec. Surprising it looks like there were no trophies added to it. No trophies, really? Okay. That's a shame. I mean, I'm sure there'll be like a high score type thing that's worth like looking at, but yeah. Oh, it needs to be near the top. Okay, I want to line it up with the top then. What do you reckon? Central? I think that's pretty close to me. I'm not going to get the micrometer out, but yeah. So, and then we put all the side pieces on. And the top piece. Now, annoyingly, I have a DMG Game Boy with a Tetris cartridge, and I really wanted to find it, and I've been looking for it for months, even before I got this kit. I'd love to be able to show it to you, chat, but I can't find it. It's probably buried in the garage somewhere. But I feel that these might be a little bit too tall. I feel like they were a little bit wider. They were a bit more square, but there we go. And then that sits quite neatly in there. Cool. Excuse me, we'll have a bit of a nibble. Excuse me. Insane AIDS. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. What? There's a 2 inside the 2? What kind of technology is this, chat? We've got 2 squared. We also have a visitor. Decided to come say hello. Ugh. He's decided to come say hello. What's going on? What are we doing with the desk? Right. That's an interesting colour. These all look like they're going to be side pieces, so they can go on the side. There's all these flat pieces. These ones have got notches. Some of them may not. Oh, my computer's locked itself. Handy. Lots of these pieces. Right. So we take the green bit. And that bit apparently. So we need one of these and one of these to do this. And we need one of these to do that. And then this to do this. And then one of these over the top of there. And then 2 more, I think, downwards. Like that. And then a green one. Oh, there's 4 of those, sorry. Excuse me. And then we finish. Oh, that's why. You just got to fill this whole thing. Although this will be the back. I'm pretty sure there was a sort of a pattern like this on the back. That's what they're going for. This long piece. So. And then. I think that's one of these pieces. Ooh. Loads more small pieces. Yeah, this pattern here, I'm pretty sure this is like almost exactly the same as like the actual back of a Game Boy. Right, so we need one of these and one of these. Oh, I see. Just fill the whole back with these. Yeah, and they slide over the side. Okay, cool. There you go. Whereas these ones fit 2 lugs or 2 notches, these ones have got to go just 1 and then cover up the gap. Why have we run out? Why are we a few short? Because there's definitely 4 across. Oh, we skip a row at the top. Oh, we skip a row at the top, excuse me. We have got this thing. It does work, okay. So I've got an actual tool that's perfect for separating Legos. Only a little like metal spatula type thing. Very good for circuit boards. But yeah, I've got a DMG Game Boy, the old grey Game Boy, off eBay. It was broken. It was completely trashed. And I managed to get basically a whole suite of new parts for it. Cleaned up the board, replaced a few components to make it perform a bit better. Better sound, better sort of headphone jack quality and everything. And yeah, turned it on for the first time, and I was like, wow, I managed to bring one of these back to life. And then this goes on here. A bit flimsy there. I'm not dead set on that, how flimsy it is, but I'm going to put that to the side for now. Might need a long piece and one of these. Then 3 of the little small ones. And then this one that's 2. Right. Thank you for redeeming your daily bread as well, Kira. Sorry, the alerts are all over here somewhere on the screen. I can barely see them, so I apologise if I miss any. Not really playing Lo-fi, is it? Give me one sec, chat. This playlist isn't quite the right vibe. Give me one sec. Sorry about that, chat. I asked for gaming lo-fi, and it's just remixing songs that are not quite lo-fi for some reason. I don't know. It's great that I can use my phone to control the thing, but the playlist not being what I want is kind of. I mean, I think that's kind of the biggest problem with Spotify right now, right? Is that it's all this extra shit that we don't really care about, but the actual playlist aggregation is not as good as it used to be. My Discover Weekly has been dead as fuck for like a year and a half, like maybe more. I used to discover so much music on that little weekly playlist, but I go through it every week now. I'm just like, nothing hits. Nothing hits, chat. Right. Okay, so we need one of these. We need one of them. Not that cat hair. One of them. And one of them. And one of these. Two of these. And doesn't really tell me how long that is. I think it's that. Yeah, these instructions aren't great because they're not giving you they normally give you like when there's like several sizes of these, they give you like a thing to offer it up to. But I think it's this one. Same length. Yeah, I think those are the only ones in the kit, so they must be okay. Okay. Oh, that's like that's like no, the headphone port wasn't on the side, was it? I suppose that's like the power switch. The headphone jack was on the bottom, right? This is why I wanted to find my original DMG. I actually have one somewhere. But yeah, Lord knows where it is. So that goes on there, level with there. Still a bit flimsy in the middle there. Yeah, that's starting to look like a Game Boy. That one of them. Do that. And one of these. That. And then one of these here. And then one of these brown ones there. And then that one goes there. That goes down there. This long piece goes up here. The instructions won't stay still, chat. like that. And then one of these pieces like that. And then one of these grey pieces in the middle of there, like that. Instructions, please. Come on now. Please. Right. And then one green piece goes up the top. And that's going to go on here. I think. Okay. It's a bit more sturdy now. But yeah. That is genuinely starting to look like the back of a Game Boy. So we need a brown piece, this piece, these two, one of these, and one of these. And there's there. And it's yellow one facing upwards, and another one facing upwards like that. This in the middle. Trying to remember the actual PCB in a DMG, but it's been such a long time. I think this is actually going to try and copy some of it, which is really cool. Like that. And two more of them. Like that. One of these flush pieces goes in between two of these. So one goes down here, another one goes up here. Nope. Like that. And then one of these pieces that's slightly rounded goes facing that way. And then this piece facing that way, sticking out a bit. And then another bit in this way. Like that. Come on. Oh, I need a... Should I just weigh it down with my coffee cup? Then it would get in the way. I need like a... You can get something like an elastic band type thing that you lift up and turn the page and it fucking... Yeah, but anyway. Right. So... They go on the bottom. Like so. Oh, yeah. That's actually really clean. Yeah, it's like a little raised bit there as well as this bit around it as well. So, this long green bit. What's this? Robbie Goes Gym. Welcome back. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. This goes in there like that. Lego Stream Palace. Welcome in. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. This seems like the most natural. Well, this would be the most natural way for me to wave. I'm going to wave like this, but how's it going, everybody? Right, so, of course, hope you're having a great day. Yeah, no, I have croissant, I have coffee, I have Cat, who's over here, but you can't see him. He's right over here, sleeping on the sofa next to me. I've got something to build. I've got some lovely people in chat, so yeah, I've got everything I need. I'm fucking good. I hope everyone else is having a good day. Doing good, thank you. How are you finding the build so far? Yeah, it's, honestly, like, it's so, like, on brand, and yeah, they've done a good job, obviously, because it's Lego, right? But what really blew me away is that the screens we're going to put in are holographic. That you actually get the Nintendo coming down, which I think is just like such a nice touch. There's a couple of other gameplay screens as well. Oh shit. Not a very professional streamer, as you can see, but yeah, there's a few gameplay screens as well. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, like the fact that you get like a holographic screen to give an impression of some animation is just such a nice touch. And the first bit of the build was making this thing, which is a little case to store them in. So you can store the game and the screens on a little stand, present them, which is a really nice touch. They didn't have to do that. That's completely unnecessary, but it's such a nice addition. Yeah, I'm really psyched with that. Really psyched with that. Anyway, that piece has gone in there. That piece goes there. And then goes over the top of there. That goes over the top of those two. And then this rounded bit goes here to close that off. And then, come on instructions, behave yourselves. So, I said, come on now. Do not betray me. Stay. Right, excuse me, chat. Brief intermission, interruption. But yes, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everyone's having a good day. The weather is nice outside, and I'm going to stay indoors because I'm a hermit. Hang out with you lovely people. But yes, no, I've been meaning to do a build stream for a while now. I've got something else to build after this as well, but I'll end the YouTube stream and start a new one because I'll make them two separate videos. But yes, I've got something else to build after this as well. I'm pretty juiced on. And then yes, tomorrow's stream will be back to normal, and then I'm off Sunday, and then it's back to normal. I'll be working, but I'll be streaming in the evenings instead. So goes like that and like that, and then this piece goes there like that. This goes on top of there. Oh, what's this? The bot steps in. One message was detected by a moderator. Timed out somebody. Yep, see you later. See you later, Bozo. Okay, that's going to cover up that bit. Right, so that then goes this way in here to fill in that tiny... I wondered why there was a gap here, and I wondered how we were going to fill that in, but this bit... Look how extra that is, just to fill in that gap. Anyway. Ah. Ah. So one of them, one of them. Oh, is this going to be the switch to turn it on and off? I will break your spine, Book. I'm not kidding. So that goes like that, and then there's a grey flush piece on the top, and then 3 of those. We need 2 for the bottom. Oh. What I don't need. Somebody's cat hair everywhere. As I'm putting these together, I'm trapping bits of cat hair inside this build forever. God, that's a bit fucking fiddly with these hands. Right. Goes on there like that. And then one of these pieces with that bit facing that way goes there. That goes that. Okay. Sorry if I'm brushing the microphone. My face is right here. You know what, it might actually be easy to get the instructions up on the fucking screen, because yeah, this booklet is really stiff. Where are we? Page 48. This booklet's really stiff. So this side, we do this one this way. We're going to copy this in reverse, I presume. Okay. There we go. So bag number 3. Oh, it's the biggest bag of the lot. Bags within bags. Bags within boxes within bags. What's this? Oh, a whole box just for that one thing. Okay. We've got some Zelda music as well, chat. It's the Great Fairy fans. Yeah, it's Great Fairy. I just saw a piece go shooting off that way. Don't worry, I will get that. Dennis, welcome in. I hope it was that. because it probably wasn't that. That's a bit of conduit from from the cable channel over there. Welcome in, Dennis. Good to see you. How's it going, dude? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday to everybody except Nigel Farage. You can gargle my fucking junk. Fucking absolute disgrace of a human being. He's just fucking accepted a non-political friendly gift of £5 million. They're not even fucking hiding it anymore, chat. They do the corruption out in the open. They say the quiet part out loud. Yeah, it must have been that because there's another one over here. Cool, okay. Cool, I haven't seen them before. Look at that. That for a piece, chat. Headphones. There's lots of interesting pieces. Lots of interesting pieces of all colours, shapes and sizes. All of which that are welcome, of course. It doesn't matter what colour or size or shape you are. You're a human fucking being. You deserve to exist. Alright? Anyone disagrees? Come and have a word. Sure, we can straighten it out. One way or t'other. So the thing is, there's these bags here that also contain a bunch of really small pieces that need to be sorted. This delightfully minty green piece here. I love the colour. It's like a bright turquoisey mint green. God, what a colour. Colour. I'll have a look at that colour range later. I want a car in that colour. There's a little A button piece. So these are the dark grey parts. So I suppose I could put these in a separate section, just in case. These gold bits here. There we go. Oh, I'm just going to do a quick stretch on my back. Oh, my spine. So, we've got 3 of these that are going to go in there. 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 But we have got another bag to sort as well. I'm having a wonderful day. Oh, I've seen the buttons, chat. Oh, more of these lovely mint green pieces. I was about to say, there's lots of these light grey pieces, but yeah, it is a DMG Game Boy, isn't it? Look at these buttons. They're a little small, But yeah, look at them. Oh, this lovely mint green. Oh, it's a different one. A different kind of green. Got some white pieces up here. More black pieces. Loads more grey, of course. And we've got some yellow bits there. Cool. Right. Day's fine so far. Have some sun today. How are you? Yeah, good, dude. Looking at work, but tired since I stayed up late with friends, but pretty good otherwise. Get some sleep soon, dude. Yeah, I've been up quite late a few nights in a row playing Battlefield 6, chasing after victories. But I have had a few. The servers we've been getting have been not super bad. They were terrible for a week, but the last 2 nights they've been reasonable. Actually able to hit things, actually able to get into a gunfight and not just lose immediately. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. I was going to say we haven't got a 4, but we have. But yeah, SecureFit's mentioned that there's this mass exodus from the Chinese servers, people using VPNs to get to the European servers because in China everybody cheats. Apparently, it's not frowned upon. It's just part of how people play games. So everyone's fleeing that to try and get to European servers, but obviously a bunch of those people, even the ones that aren't cheating, will have terrible ping. And obviously a few of the cheaters will follow them over as well. So, never mind. But, touch wood, it's been all right for a little while. So that goes that. And then we've got bronzy copper piece. Gold, copper, gold piece there. Got a red piece that goes into this black rubbery thing. Goes into this gap. That. Right. So apologies, chat. We do have an ad break coming up. So to pop you guys over on the BRB screen, there'll be a raft and some clips for you guys that want to hang out. But please feel free to get up and move around, grab a drink or a snack. You won't miss anything. I'm going to take a break as well. And we also have anonymous follows over on the BRB screen. So if you're lurking, you want to follow without being called out or anything. Once we're on the BRB screen, the bot will say so. There's no alerts for follows over there. But yes, I'll be right back and then we'll carry on. Because yeah, it looks like we could get to there. Now, oh, look at this, chat. Look at this. Fucking gaming. I mean, I know Deadeye might have been a little bit better there, but problem is, you kind of spunked a whole lot, sometimes by accident. I mean, the Deadeye, I mean.
What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole, and what's on the other side.
Is that a fucking medieval glory hole? Oh. From memory, a rocket usually, I think a rocket is sometimes a one shot. What are you doing? Stop breaking everything. Sorry, gang. This guy. Being an absolute nuisance. Did you see the camera shaking because he was rubbing his head on the fucking microphone? Thank you for the GG. Time for cat. It is. You. Look at this thing. Look at this cat. Look at him. Look at this boy. Hey? You being a nuisance. Catatage. Yeah. We beat him. We beat the boss. We did.
I walked into a pub that I used to frequent, and the barmaid, literally hands on hips, just stared at me. And I was like, what? And she was like, you don't remember, do you? And I was like, remember what? Because you were Oh, okay.
Or I just realised I've got 64 lives. So that's Mario 64.
Shit. Ah! How did I get away with that? Clip it. Clip it. How the fuck did I get away with that? Oh my lord.
Right. Excuse me. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Jesus. That smoothie got me. Fucking hell. Excuse me. Oh, do we have to attach these balls together? Do we have to make a pair of fucking testicles, chat? Do we have to make a pair of fucking testicles? I am not kidding. Is that the solution? As always, the answer is bollocks. Oh no, there's another one. What? We're going to have to make a third bollock. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no, my balls won't fit. My balls won't fit. Okay, it's fine. If you put your balls sideways, they fit. We might need to put a couple of fans. Excuse me. What you get, bruv. Fuck around and find out. That's what you get. Do you mean run back to the other Grace? Because fuck me, man. Like, really? You think it has a slow setting? Fucking hell. But there is something up there that I want, so I will go. I can just jump up here now. Cool. Game? Really? I mean, game, really? Please. Actually, interestingly, the internal dialogue is voiced. Your internal monologue, your self-loathing and your limbic system and your reptilian brain and everything else, mammalian brain and everything, they're voiced, but they're not only voiced, they're voiced by different people, which personifies them or characterizes them as aspects of your own personality, which is an absolute masterstroke in my opinion, because as I say, it characterizes the dysfunction of the main character's mental state, which is obviously a very big part of this game's narrative and overall kind of point, is that this main character is troubled and struggles to perceive things and can't figure out what fact and fiction is, you know, and the fact that they've personified or characterized, I suppose I should say, the various different aspects of their personality as voices in their head. They've actually given them different voices to make them voices plural in their head. So they're representing that concept quite literally. And I think that's fucking brilliant. Get fucked.
This one's for you, Soph. This one's for you. And the Raiders. Masterpiece of a fight. Absolute masterpiece of a fight. So good. So good. Fucking hell, that fight is so good.
Please feel free to say hello to this lovely human being up here. This is an old clip,
People in my
right?
chat saying run. People in my chat
This is
saying
the
run.
Phasmo stream.
If it's Trisha Paytas, can we ask her what our next baby's gonna be called?
Phasmo stream.
No, stop that! Leave! No. My betting's on Tenerife.
Where are you? Can I summon? Oh, I can't summon you. You're not one of the ones I can summon. So where are you? Come on. Yes, come here.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. Baby girl Trisha, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. I am a newbie to you and Twitch. Well, welcome to Twitch. I hope you enjoy yourself. Welcome in. Lunch break is ending. I'll keep you tabbed. Thank you, Palace. I appreciate that, dude. Dennis, you're all good. Right. So, where the fuck were we? So, that was going in there, like that. And then we need one of these pieces. One of these. And one of these. There you go. Oh, it's this way around. They go this way. This way. This way. Like that. Boss Wonderling, welcome in. How's it going? See? Excuse me. Food break as well. Enjoy the food, dude. I hope you're enjoying something nice. So, these lovely green pieces. Who's this? It's a Nutsake. Nutsake, welcome, Indy. How's it going? Happy Friday. I hope you're all good. Right, that. That. And it goes like that. That's a bit of a strange placement. I think it goes like that. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going very well, dude. How are you? How's your Friday shaping up? I hope you're off to a good start. I'm having a fucking wonderful time. I've got a coffee, I've got a croissant, I've got some lovely people to chat to. Lovely kit I got for my birthday yesterday. Yeah, everything's fucking good. Let's go. This is going in there like that. I believe. I hope. Floating in there. Oh, that's going to be the D-pad. It's going to have a working D-pad, chat, because that's like rubber. This bit here is like rubber. So I imagine the D-pad bit will sit on the top and actually move around. This kit's way more complicated than I thought. It's really good. I was building a Lego last Friday. My mate bought a big Pokemon statue thing, Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. Really, the Holy Trinity in Lego Pokemon. I bet that was expensive. But I hope you guys had a bunch of fun playing. I hope you had a bunch of fun building it. Ugh, I can't speak. You thought between the three of us, we would build all three, and the end of the night, it took us 5 hours to build the base and half of Venus. So yeah, they're so much more complicated. Like, there's so much stuff going on the inside that you're never going to see. Like, you won't be able to see it. I mean, there is a separate board for the D-pad, I think. So it's really cute that they've maintained that. But yeah, they're a lot more complicated than they look. They're not just for kids anymore. Right, it goes there like that. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that. So one of these bits, one of these flush top bits, one of these, and one of these. So that one's going there. It's going on there, and then there's a grey piece that's 4 along that goes like that. Cool. Like that. And this piece goes in here. Super complex, supposed to feel like a bit of a rip-off if you bought a hunk of plastic and then stuck some Legos to the outside. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Is that you want it to last an afternoon, right? So, like, it being complicated is kind of a good thing. The extra detail is just more fun. If you like this kind of thing, it's just more fun. So, yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, this has been like, they sort of refuse to do the same thing twice. Like, lots and lots of sides that are the same outcome have completely different, and like these are slightly different levels and everything. And there's like a gap here where I imagine something's going to go, and yeah, and then this sort of floating D-pad board slots in there. So yeah, the extra detail is appreciated, definitely. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm just making sure the microphone should pretty much pick up my voice. It's probably a bit closer than I would normally have it when I'm sitting down. But yeah, as long as that's all right. Right, so that's to one side. So we need this bad boy. Although they're showing a picture just of this. They're not really showing that it's that. And then we need one of these. Facing that way. 2 of these. On top of each other. Beg your pardon. And then around like that. And then under there like that. This 3-piece over here like that. Cool. Sounds good on my end. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, yeah. I mean, the microphone's pretty much, because this one I just point it at me. It picks up the most from the front because of the pattern. I think it's cardioid. And yeah, the compressor and everything else should grab hold of my voice and make it the same level. So even if I move really close to the mic, or if I move really far away, you guys should be roughly hearing the same kind of volume. It just, the tone might change, obviously, because I'm moving further away than the microphone. But anyway, audio is a very, very complex but meaningful thing with streaming. You really, 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 really want to make sure you learn how to make the mic sound as good as possible, because a good sounding mic is kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, for me, like if I go somewhere and the mic's really bad, it's really difficult to stay because yeah, it just grates. And the thing is, when someone's watching your stream, they're not going to be looking at the screen 100% of the time, but your voice is always going to be present. They're always going to hear the stream, even if they don't look at the stream. So the audio, I would argue, is probably audio is probably more important than video, realistically, because lots of people actually listen to streams more than they watch them, I think. Lots of people watch streams, of course, but I think that because audio is ever present, even if you don't look at the stream, even if you move the tab out of the way and you're doing something else, you'll still be able to hear the stream. So the audio is really important. Not hearing you real well on my end. I'm sorry to hear about that. Let me know in chat if anybody else is having any trouble. But yeah, there's not an awful lot I can do. I'm coming up on the. I'm definitely coming up on the on OBS, so it's definitely showing up. That's picking up my voice. So right, so that bit goes there, and then. Are you saying we add this to this? Somehow. Yeah, okay. That's it. There we go. I listen very often. Yeah, this is the thing, is that I'll be sort of working. I work at the desk just over there, and I'll have my laptop open with a stream up. And like when I'm working, I can still hear the stream, even if I'm not looking at it. So yeah, I feel as if audio is like a really important thing. And I'm always trying to fine tune how loud my voice is versus how loud the game is, and then make sure the stream's loud enough so you guys can turn it down to the volume that suits you. So you guys get a choice. Obviously, if I set the volume at a certain amount and it's not loud enough for someone, that just means they can't watch the stream, which is, yeah, it's awful. So if I make the stream loud enough, or a little bit louder than it needs to be, people can always turn you down. But if you make it quiet and people can't turn you up, what are you going to do? Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm going to reach up and use the mute button on the microphone. So I apologize because I haven't got a foot pedal to mute myself down over here in this build up and this build and this setup. I have a week off, nicely holiday. Enjoy your week off, dude. Have you got anything interesting planned? Right, so another one of them. This one of them, and one of them. That goes on that way, on that way, that way. That goes on the other side. Yeah, like that. I go there. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think it's going to go there. One of them, one of them. There. It goes on top of there. Yep. So we now need this piece with the notch. And one of them tool twos. Then we should have the phones bit and one of them for the next step after this. So goes over the top That's so cool, chat. There's like a little, this piece with the cutout. There's like a, you can actually like fit something onto, there's like one where there's a post on one of the things in there. That's so cool. And then that bit goes up there. Goes up there. And that's going to fit on there. Start and select button. It might be the same. I don't know if it's actually the same size. It might be a little bit smaller. I'm not sure. So far, some caffeine. It'd be a good morning. Be good for the morning meetings. Good luck with the meetings, dude. I'm gonna have some of my coffee as well. So, one of them, one of them, one of them. It goes in there. It goes on there. And then that goes to there. Like that. Yep. Good. Oh Lord, he building Stabby. Welcome in. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. Just an energy drink. Yeah, do you know what? I kind of drifted away from energy drinks. And the other day, somebody I was at an event, and my friend was managing the event and said, "Oh, hang on," like that, and he sort of like waved over one of the Red Bull girls, and one of the Red Bull was like, "Hi, I'm Stacey," and he just gave me a fucking giant, great big can of Red Bull. And it made me feel kind of unwell. And I tried Monster White for the first time because I always hear people talking about how e-girl, cat girl, whatever you want to call it, they all drink Monster White. I was like, well, what's the fuss? You know, let me try it out. And yeah, it's absurdly sweet, like absurdly. Even for me, I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, and it was too much for me. I don't know how anybody drinks that stuff. That's so sweet. But apparently it's sugar-free. This is the thing. When something's sugar-free but tastes sweeter than things that have sugar in it, I'm always a little bit like, that's not natural. You have committed a sin against nature by making this sweeter than actual sugar, and I don't think I should be putting this in my body. Very good. Thank you. How about you? Yeah, very good. Very good. I got a kit. I've got a cat over here. You guys can't see him, but he's right here. I've got a croissant. I've got a coffee. I've got a Lego Gameboy to build. I've got some lovely people in chat. It's all gravy. But I have finished my croissant chat, unfortunately. A kit and a cat. One sec.
Croissant.
Croissant. Right. Got a bit more space to play with now. So. That. And that's going to go in there. Apparently. Oh yeah, it's made little spaces for the buttons. Oh, is that what these rubber things are? Oh wow, chat, look at that. There's rubber start and select buttons. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. But it hasn't told me to do that yet, so I won't. I'll take those back out. Getting ahead of ourselves. That real Game Boy cartridge in frame, which is just coming in the set. This is a Game Boy cartridge that we built out of Lego. This was also part of the kit. And it comes with some screens that are holographic, that are, what do you call this thing? A hologram. Is it holographic? But yeah, It comes with some screens. And you build a little slot for them, like that. And then the game sits there, like that. So you get a little stand for your game. Present it. Yeah, very cool. I'm very, very, very pleased with this so far. It's been a wonderful build. So, one of them. One of them. Where are you going? And one of them. So the 3 goes onto there like that. It goes onto there like that. And then that's going to go in there. Ah. Getting a cat? Yes. Take a break. No, just kidding. Is that a real game cartridge? Game Boy, I love that one. But yeah, very cool. We've got a streaker. 3-stream streak. 3-stream streak. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Don't tell the bobbies I'm streaking. Don't tell the bobbies. Don't tell the Rozzers. The 5-0. So, that was the last bit for there. Yep. And now we need one of these pieces. 2 of these. And 1 of these. For there. Goes on there. On there. Like that. And that goes on there, leaving a hole for some reason. Yes, no, I haven't been great with the gym. I've not been great with the gym for a while because I've been unwell. Going to the gym just isn't productive, and it's just I go there and I do the same things. I pay the monthly fee and I go there once a week, and I'm not getting any stronger. If anything, I'm getting weaker. So for the meantime, I've taken a break from the gym after years and years and years of training, and it has had an effect on my mental health. But at the same time, it's just I was struggling to get down there, and I was starting to beat myself up that I wasn't going down there enough. Then I would go and do a really hard session, and because I'm not fit, because I'm not very well, that session would absolutely write me off and put me into a worse place than before. And I was like, I can't. It's just not. At the moment, while I'm not breathing properly, I can't get the oxygen into my blood, which means I can't do the kind of work that I need to do to actually make a difference. So unfortunately, it is a bit of an excuse, but I can't actually get anything done at the gym, and I'm just sort of wasting time going through the motions. So yeah. Oh, there is like a D-pad. It almost works as a D-pad, chat. And I suppose we sort of bring those bits into. Okay. So one of them. One of them. Goes in there. Like that. And that goes over there like that. Oh my god, the D-pad actually works. It doesn't actually do inputs, but you can actually push the D-pad in. That's so clever. The D-pad is going to be held in. So yeah, the D-pad actually moves. That's so cool. Honestly, even as a grown man, I find this stuff so interesting. Now, it's always got more functionality than you think it would. But yeah, the D-pad actually works. You can actually push it in. That's very impressive. I'm very impressed with that. So all those bits go in there to do that. And then we're going to make the buttons that are going to go here. So we need one of these and one of these. Goes on there like that. And then this piece does that. And this 4 goes on the top, like that. And we need 2 of these. One of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. Well, 2 rather. And 2 of these. So goes on there like that. And does that. And then that goes in there. The buttons are going to be functional as well, chat. And then that goes on the top. The buttons are functional. They actually mechanically work. That's so, so impressive. Oops, excuse me. And that goes on there, facing away from us, like that. Like that. So Mo, welcome in, dude. How's it going? Good to see. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? I hope you're all good, dude. I'm very well. Got all the components for a lovely Friday. I might go and turn the fan on because it is, apparently it's 16 degrees, but depending on the wind, it could feel like it's 9 degrees. So, right. And so now we need one of those corner pieces, which is there. A bit of a shuffle around and rearrange a few things. Make life a bit easier. So one of those bits, one of those bits, and one of those. And then off the back of this, we build one of these. And then that, that. We need one of these. Another one of them. Another 90 degree. Another one of them. Another streak. What's this? 5 streaks? 5 streak. Oh, my hands are so clammy. 5 streak. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Love how organised the pieces are. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, you need to. I mean, unfortunately, I forget that chat is here. I forget that you guys live here, so I should be. But what I should do is superimpose like where everything is, and then find a way to sort of memorize that I've got like a safe area for doing something. Chat's going to be over here. So I want to sort of build this up a little bit, because if I could sit down and work here and you guys could see it, because at the moment I have to stand up. But if I could sit down and do this, just build something, work on a model, build some Lego. Yeah, it would be nice to do one of these streams every now and again, because yeah, I want to keep experimenting with different kinds of content, of course. See if something's more fun than video games for me. But at the moment, video games are pretty fucking good. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie, chat. They keep releasing amazing video games. I just don't have the time to play them all. What am I doing? Why am I doing that? I don't need that bit yet. Oh, I'll just leave those there. Leave them there. So we're doing this bit because we just did that. Yeah. So one of them, one of them, one of them. So that goes that way. Goes on top of there. Goes on top of there. And that goes on this side. That we're making like connection points that I think are going to snap into here somehow. Just done that bit. Need one of these and this 3. So that's going to go on there. There's a brown bit that goes there. And it goes on to there. And this piece, oh, this is how the buttons are elasticated. Oh, I see. Whoa. The buttons work, chat. Oh, they will. They're not. Oh, okay, they fully work, which is a bit strange. Yeah, okay. Right, so then we've got this A piece. B, where was that bit with A on it? There we go. A. So hold it like that. A goes there. That. And then we've got this piece and this piece. That makes us feel involved, isn't it? Like we are with the Lego pieces. Yeah, you guys are over here organising you guys are over here moving the Lego pieces around, confusing me. That's why I can't find anything, because you guys are over here shuffling stuff up while I'm focusing on that, isn't it? I know your game. I know your game. So, he's on to us, chat. Goes there like that and that. Where's that bit go? Oh, it goes on the bottom, okay. Goes on the bottom there. Oh, and then that. Supposed to go there. And then you push, oh, look at that. You put it down and then you push it across to lock in there. Yeah, the buttons are kind of working. They don't quite fit as well as they need to, but yeah, that one's working. I'll see if I can play with that after stream. Get that to work a little bit better. Cool. And then this piece is going to come whacking in there at some point. So that's all in there, that's all in there, that locks in. And we need this piece and this piece. They go on there. That's going to go like that. That bit goes under there. And then another one goes there. Another one goes there. One goes across those two. That. Right, not a volume. And then that goes into there. That. Come on. You cooperating. Couple of pieces. Go in here. Like that. And the next page, I presume, we plonk that in there. There we go. Cool. They go there. Look at that, chat. A button's working. B button's a little bit broken, but I can fix that later. D-pad moves. The buttons aren't in there yet, but that's where they're gonna go, I presume. Cool. And then we got two of these pieces and two of these. So you got two of them there. There you go on the end of here. That goes on the end of there. Right. Chat feeling impish today. Impish, like imps. What a wonderful word, impish. They are somewhat of an imp. My cat is somewhat of an imp or a goblin. He's been so mischievous and just annoying. He's just constantly doing something to annoy me. And he's got everything he needs. People are like, well, you haven't fed him, or you haven't changed his litter. Everything. I've changed his litter. I've put fresh water down every day. He has wet food in the morning, dry food in the afternoon. He has a treat occasionally when certain things happen. I brush him all the damn time. I brush almost as much fur off of that cat. I can't believe he's not a hairless cat. When I'm done brushing him, I have a pile of fur like this, and he's only this big himself. So, I don't know. And he sleeps all day. He's the happiest little cat. He sleeps all day, but he just acts like a complete goblin sometimes. Anyway, baby boy just wants attention. Maybe it is attention. Maybe it is. Maybe I should scoop him up like a baby, which I do, by the way. I do scoop him up like a baby and scratch his belly, and he purrs like crazy because he loves it. So yeah, he does get lots of love and attention, I promise you guys. He gets lots of love and attention, but he always wants more. He always wants more. There we go. Buttons go in there like that. That is so cool that the buttons are like rubber wheels that you can push, and the buttons actually almost work. That's actually, do you know what? That's probably not far off the size of a real Game Boy. It might be a little bit smaller. It might be a little bit smaller, but yeah. Bag number 4. Literally just him playing around and trying to get attention. Not a genuine, I'm neglected, give me attention way, a bit more of a diva way. Yes, definitely a diva way. Speaking of which, I'm just going to go over here and give him a quick stroke. So, bag number 4. Excuse me. It's another big one. Another big boy. I saw you trying to run away. Clear glass screen chat. Very important. We've got a few custom vinyl pieces that have been sort of vinyled or decaled, whatever you want to call it. So, separate all the colours out again. Not that colours need to be separated, of course, but a Lego building does make things a bit easier. Whoops. Whoops. Almost made a mistake there. Excuse me. Quick sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Right. These dark grey pieces over here. These guys roll around all over the place, so I'm going to try and get them to sit still up here. The light grey pieces over here. All the back pieces over here. Cool. Oh yeah, these are the bevel gears you used to get in the techno sets. Right. So we should have a light grey piece or a dark grey piece. like that. And there's a green 3. One of them. One of them. 4. And there's a piece that does. Where's that? Like sloped. Oh, that's why. Dark grey and black look the same in print, unfortunately. So, goes off that way. The green one goes off that way. Goes off that way. Goes on top of there. That goes on top of there. What is that for? I suppose that's to hold the... Oh, I see. It's for the cartridge. Need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of them. And then 2 of these. That goes under there like that. That goes on top of there like that. And then need a 4. 4 goes on the end there. And a dark grey 2 goes here. That. Then we've got some cool pieces with some designs on, which are that one, and then that one, and that one. And they're going like that. And like that. Dot matrix with stereo sound, because there's 2 channels left and right in a handheld device. Very clever. Right, I'm out of coffee. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Here we go. Not a Krill, I see. Krill, welcome in. Happy belated birthday. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Enjoy the streak. What's this? 7 stream. So yeah, you've been here every day. That's 7 in a row. You've been here every day this week. But thank you very much. Welcome in, Krill. How's it going? Oh, excuse me. Slurping on that fucking apple juice and fruit. That's all that done. Let me turn that over. There's a piece like that. And then a piece like that. This light grey piece goes that. Facing upwards. Like that. And these 2 go through here. A great birthday message on TikTok I found last night. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I'll have a look at that after stream. Because, yes, I was rushing around this morning, so I haven't really sat down on the socials too much. Right, one of them. And one of them. And I am starting to feel like maybe. The difficulty is, when you post on social media, you need to engage with other stuff on social media, otherwise it thinks you're a bot. So you've got to engage and sort of chat to people and have real conversations so you don't end up getting flagged as a bot profile. The problem is, I don't want to fucking interact with shit on TikTok. So much of it is just fucking generic bullshit. But there is some really funny stuff on there. There is some really funny stuff on there. I'm not going to lie. There is some really, really funny stuff on there. But my God, there's also some absolute garbage. But I suppose that's kind of, it's the same with everything. I mean, even YouTube has got a little bit formulaic and a bit sort of churny. Twitch is full of people desperately trying to do whatever gets the most views, while the platform tries to stop anyone getting any views. Yeah, a bunch of people are laundering money, and yeah, a bunch of people are view buying, and you know, it's just a bit of a mess, really. But it's not that piece then. That's not. Right, that's this one. Okay, excuse me. That goes on there like that. But yeah, me, fuck it, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I feel like. Do whatever the hell I have the most fun doing. Because if you don't have fun, what's the point? Pro tip from the Swedes: fuck people. Don't even sit next to each other at bus stands. I'm good. Just got home from the shooting. Really? How did you get on the shooting range? Lisa got to try a little. She went a little too much. Hell yeah. Is she big enough to handle a firearm? It's a bit scary. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope it was a nice day out. Right, so that goes like that. And then we need that piece that goes off the bottom of this side. This piece goes on there. So all of that is, oh, that's the power switch, dudes. It actually goes backwards and forwards. That's so cool. It even clicks, just like a Game Boy. That's so cool. I thought that was completely pointless, but that's a power switch. Oh my days. What a kit, dudes. Yeah, the on-off is there. What a kit. What a kit, dudes. This is a very good kit. Very good kit. I've been very impressed several times so far. So yeah. That goes on there. And then we close it all off. So we've got a piece like this. Like this. And then we've got a 4. And then 6. And then another one like that. And then that going to fit on the top of there. Like that. Cool. But yeah, so far, Krill, a D-pad that actually has like rubber and spring to it, start and select buttons that actually move, and the button. This one I need to fix. I need to take this out and fix it, but this actually works. I'm so impressed with that. So now we're building the screen housing. So we need that and the clear piece like that. And I remember these windows from like the sets, because this is back in like the 90s, but you used to get like this street and there was like these big these big sort of boards with like roads and then like all the little bobbles. And you could build buildings like fire stations and hospitals and stuff. And you got this entire great big like set of like, you know, an entire town of Legos. And they were like glass, these actual clear windows so you could see into the actual rooms. It was so like ahead of its time. Just realised, excuse me, I've just realised it would be easy for me to make the cleaver patch into a fridge magnet. Yeah, go for it, dude. If you want to muck around with them, by all means. I'm just happy that people enjoy them. And I need to buy one so I can sew it onto something. And I want to make some stickers as well. I'm gonna make some cleaver stickers because yeah, the saw cleaver from Bloodborne, it deserves so much love. It is such a fucking brilliant weapon. Right, let me just clean that off. Yeah. So now we need one of them, and one of them, and one of them. So that goes on there. That goes on the top. And that goes facing that way. And this rounded piece goes off facing that way. Like that. That long piece goes down the side just to fill in that entire gap. And then there's one little bit that needs to go on there to make sure it's flush. And then we got all the cool stuff on the side here. Right. Live there for a moment. So we need this one with the battery on it. And then we need this one that's got two of them. We need that one. And we need one of them. So there'll only be two of them. So one facing that way, one facing that way. Then a single piece on that. Battery bit on it. That goes on the top. Should go there. And we got two of these. Go up here. And that goes in there. Ah. We've got a fairly convincing Game Boy screen. Sorry, I missed a bit of chat. I'm just going to scroll up. Pistol. They encourage it, even the supervisor here. It was an automatic rifle, very low recoil. Interesting. You became like Rambo, but female. Hit 5 bullseyes in 3 seconds and 4/3. Oh, ad break coming up. Excuse me. 4/3 with a rifle of the iron sight and line 16, 24 meters. 16 to 24 meters is quite a distance. That's quite far. That is quite a distance. So GG. Yes, apologies if I miss any messages, chat. I'll try and scroll up and make sure I catch them all. Yes, apologies. We do have an ad break coming up, so make sure nobody misses anything. I'll pop you guys over on the BRB screen. There'll be a raffle and some clips for you guys that want to hang out. Please feel free to get up and move around, grab a drink or a snack. You won't miss anything. I'm going to take a break as well. And we also have anonymous follows on the BRB screen. So if you're lurking, you want to follow without any alerts going off. Once we're on the BRB screen, don't worry. You'll be safe over there. But yes, I'll be back in just a moment.
But yeah, in Breath of the Wild, I say the same thing to everybody. It's like, just go and get lost in the game. Just get lost in the game. I promise you, that map is so charming and there's so many cute little places in that game. Just wander around it and enjoy the view and take it in and get lost. Don't worry about where you're going. Just get lost. And you will find something, be it an enemy to attack or a little valley with a little side quest. You will find something. So yeah, just go with the flow and get lost and see where you end up. Because I think that if you just subconsciously just move through the game and just, you know, don't really have any sense of real direction that you're heading for a long-term goal, you enjoy the moment-to-moment gameplay so much more, because you're not treating everything as a building block to a goal you've been assigned. Everything has its own significance in the given moment.
Oh. It's fucking R2 Grill 2. Excuse me.
Let's go. So, start off the duplication as usual. Select your item, walk off the edge, push up, drop the item, then throw the bomb, and then with the recall ability, pull it back and claim it. Rinse and repeat. There's a bunch of Stroke the Animal games, okay, and they're all separate. They should all be the same game, but you know, we all know how this works, right? Everybody wants to have as many different games out there. Stroke the tortoise, stroke the snake, stroke the dog, stroke the horse. That's Mirabelle. That's fucking Mirabelle. That's Nico's horse. That's fucking That's fucking Nico's horse. Boss here. Oh, is it this fucking scroll? Oh, it's Pumpkinhead, okay. Okay, so yeah, maybe Ashes of War are worth looking into. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Can we open this yet? No. So I've kind of just backtracked a shit ton. Probably didn't need to. Because we got to... Oh, no, 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 no! Excuse me. Oh look, it's going to spawn me back in. Ow! I'm going to die anyway! Anyway, well at least it gets me back to an idle, and then I can just go from there, excuse me. But there is something up there that I want, so I will go... I can just jump up here now, cool. Game? Really? I mean, game, really, please. Zelda game. Zelda game to play. This, if you can hear him purring, this is Artorias. He's my little menace. And he likes head scratches, as you can hear. Hey, my little baby boy. You're my little baby boy. Hey? Again, those cheeks, goddamn. This is it, right? Snake is caked the fuck up. They shouldn't call him Solid Snake. They should call him Solid Cake, because he is thick as fuck. Hello, mate. You gonna come say hello? You can't stand on the controller. Come on. Oh, so you're setting off fucking Ashes of War now.
Whereas when you stretch them properly, the ear stays nice and fleshy the whole way round. And it's just a patience thing. You know, people try and stretch them too quickly, and in the process, they... Welcome back, chat. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. Everyone's still all right. I can come shoot paintball bullets at his hat. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I changed the goal on the charity, and I saw the 150, and I was like, hang on, whoa, but no, I was just checking. Right, so this piece goes on here. Oh, apparently. There we go. No, it's tight. Okay. I imagine we'll reinforce that in a moment. Yes, there's a thing here. I can, I can put different screens in. Oh, look at that! I turned the fan on and it changed the page for me. How neat's that? Yes, we are done. Cool. So now we need the long boy. One of these. And then one of these. And that's going to go in there, apparently. And give us a working volume dial. Look at that. Working volume dial. I'm so impressed with this. So much more functionality than I could have ever predicted. Right, and then goes on the end. Goes on there. Right. And we've got a couple of bits that have some designs on them. So, welcome return. That really went, here you go, good sir. Ta-da. We've got the we've got the documentation trained up, chat. It knows how to cooperate. So, now, got a plain bit that goes there. And then the bit with volume. Oh no, this is the contrast wheel. So apologies, this is contrast, not volume. Volume. Oh yeah, no, volume's on here, isn't it? Yeah, volume's down here. Contrast. Yeah, the contrast was near the battery light. Yeah. Chat. I'm forgetting. My memory's starting to go. I'm forgetting my childhood. Oh, we're not quite there yet. Just chill out. Just chill out. We can go to the next page in a second. Just let me put this piece in here. And then we've got to do the same trick over here. Wait. Wait. And gonna go in there. Give us a volume wheel. Oh, it actually it almost, it's probably a little bit more resistance actually. I was about to say it feels pretty similar in a crazy kind of way. So, and then there's got to be a piece like this. Oh, look at this. This is going to slot in there. Look at that. Surely. Oh, that's going to go in there. Doesn't quite line up there. Go on. Next page. Go on. So, yeah, it's saying that goes in there, but I don't think it quite. Oh, look at that fit, chat. I had it the wrong way around. I had it the wrong way around. That fit. Ooh. This is a good build. Yeah, it's much more sturdy now. Calm down. We're not quite there yet. Just relax. Relax. So yeah, you can take this off and put a screen in there and then do that to hold it in place. That's to hold the screens in place. And then you cover it back up. So, goes on there. And then, excuse me, sir. That's going to go there. Oh, no, that doesn't. Oh. Just talking about how sturdy it is. Does that. Yeah, you've got to be careful with that bit because it's not quite held together at the top. I neglected to remember that. And then like this. And then the bit with the decal on. Like that. Oh, hang on. This. Going on there. Oh, hang on. I'm miles away. Excuse me. Because the pages started turning themselves, I got a bit lost. Yeah, okay. So that's got to go. This has got to go here. Come on. Like that. That's got to go there, like that. And now this is a bit more sturdy. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, gap there. Oh, there is. Yeah, I'm not sure there's supposed to be a gap there, but to fill that in. Yeah, there isn't supposed to be a gap there, isn't there? That's probably why. Probably supposed to be one of these there, but I don't remember where we saw that. I should have saved that till the end, but right. Now we can do all this. External connector thing there. That goes there. That. And then there's one little grey piece that goes up here. There we go. Right, so now we need a screen. Take that out. Pop that in. Do that. Oh, chat, look at this. Look at that. The memories come flooding back. Right, now I think we're going to build a stand for the actual It even clicks in. Not flush though, but close enough. Oh, chat. This. Look at this for a build. What a build. I'll leave that over there with you guys. Final bag, Saj. Psychobicon, welcome in. It's awesome. Yeah, it's been so much more impressive than I had anticipated. I thought, yeah, it'll be the shape, but that'll be it. It's just the shape, right? But no, it's been functional in ways that I didn't even consider. It's come out so well. I'm so impressed with it. So, get all these bits organised. There we go. Cool. Welcome in, Psychobicon. Good to see you. Hope you're well. So the more I play Windrose, the more I like it. I find always something or what's not in the story or side quest hidden. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it, dude. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah. Happy Friday. So that goes there. No. Hold your horses. Goes like that. And then we do the same. Excuse me. Orientation breadcrumbs, orientation. Do that. It goes across the top. There you go, like that. And that one goes like that. There we go. And then the Game Boy, with its headphone jacks hole, will sit in the stand like that. How cool is that? So I can display it along with the game. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm so impressed with that, chat. Although, I don't know whether the battery door was up here or... I don't remember. Maybe it was. Maybe the battery door was up here. I feel like the battery door was lower down. But if they had to make it there for functionality's sake, because that's so I can do this and change the games and stuff, then, you know, cool. But, yeah. Working volume dial. Working on-off button. Working D-pad. Working buttons. Yeah, very impressive. Very, very impressive. And we get to make another game. We get to make the other game, chat, which is really cool. Let's do that. So one of them there, and then one of them there, and one of them there, like that. Does that make up the chat? These bits here, right? This is what clicks inside the Game Boy housing, right? These little things that snap in. But these gold bits, they create like the gold pins on the inside of the cartridge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they create like the gold pins that connect. That is so clever. Because, yeah, they would... That's so clever. Really good kit, dudes. Really good kit. Right, so one of them. One of them. Fucking so cool. I know at 41, I'm a bit old to be playing with Lego, but it's just, it's got so much more clever Like, it's so much better than it used to be when I was a kid. When I was a kid, the instructions were so awkward. And yeah, some of the kits were fucking so massive. But yeah, I think it kind of gave me a fundamental understanding of how things are built that I then built upon, ironically, throughout life. So I now have a grip on how things are built and structured because I've built things out of Lego as a kid and Meccano as well. I built a bunch of stuff out of Meccano, and that got me started with nuts and bolts, which is kind of everything, especially with cars and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I spent a lot of my youth taking things apart and not really knowing how to put them back together, but eventually I did learn how to put things back together. And that goes like that, and that goes like that. Ah, that's the Zelda. Okay, so maybe I need to swap these over. Maybe I need to swap these over. Maybe this should have been Super Mario all along. Gonna need the tweezers again. Give me 2 secs. Right. So now got those bits that do that. And then a 4 goes underneath there. Then that goes on there. Goes on there. And then we've got
Dabby_Katsy says maybe the Super Marios were the game cartridges we made along the way.
maybe the clitoris was the friends we made along the way. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like the fact that it's Mario, the fact that it's Mario and Zelda, like yeah, the fact that there's a Zelda sticker for the original Link's Awakening port for the Game Boy. Yeah, that's. I mean, I never had Zelda on the Game Boy. I only ever played it on the SNES. But but yeah, maybe I should do a Game Boy playthrough of Link to the Past. Oh, that's Link's Awakening, isn't it? That maybe that's probably a different game. Maybe I haven't played that one. Maybe that's one I haven't actually played. Using one. And there you go there. There. That's going to go over the top of everything. Like so. And we apply the sticker. Oh shit, no, hang on. Already done that bit. Stupid of me. Excuse me. Where were we? No, that's not right. Right, there we go. Excuse me. And then we want the Link's Awakening one to go on here. Like that. Oh no, there's another. Sorry, I'm getting completely confused. Sorry, I'm all over the place with the instructions. Then, because I'm trying to put this on from another one that I've already built, I'm getting massively confused. I'm going to have to start this again. Sorry, hang on. Silly me. Silly me. Leave that there for a second. Right, so just done that bit and that bit and that bit. Goes like that. And then there's even a CMOS battery This is obviously a Star Wars piece, I think. But that's acting like a CMOS battery because Zelda, you could save your game. How fucking cool is that? There's even a CMOS battery inside the cartridge like there was back in the day. That's why this one's the Zelda one. What a kit, chat. What a kit. Cool. Right. So now, need to place this on here. There. Goes on there as well. We think chat nice and central. Look at that. Look at that, chat. What a lovely little kit. Cool. So we have something else to build, which I'll do in another video. So YouTube, the stream will go down, but then come back. So don't panic. That'll be a separate video. So I will tidy up. We've got half an hour until the next ad break, which is kind of inconvenient, but we'll have to work around that. So now this will never go back to normal again because I had to fold it so much. But yeah, I'm very impressed with that. I'm very, very impressed with that. The fact that the buttons work, the D-pad works, the fact that we've got volume dials and contrast dials that work, an on-off switch that works, even feels pretty similar. The game actually snaps in and out. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with that. Thoroughly impressed with that. Trying to remember what this here is supposed to be. Can't remember what was up here on the Game Boy. Because the headphones were in the... No, yeah, the headphones were in the bottom. Was there a charging port? Was there like a power port? I can't remember. I remember if there was a power port up here so you could play it with a power. I think there was. I think it was like a 90-degree little barrel jack that went in there. But like I said, I'm really annoyed. I've got a DMG Game Boy that I restored, and I don't know where I've put it, but it would have been really nice to have it for comparison. So I apologize, chat. But yeah, this is so much more functional than I was hoping for. What a pleasant surprise. And yeah, it genuinely does feel like it's size-wise, it's there. It's pretty much, I think it might be a little bit smaller. It's obviously quite a bit lighter, but I feel like it might be a little bit smaller than a proper Game Boy. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. So, what I'm going to need to do is pop you guys on the BRB screen briefly while I get set up for the next thing we're going to build. We have one more thing to build. That should close us out for the rest of the stream. That'll be a bit of a surprise. I'll show you guys that in a moment. But yes, this video is over. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. But yes, I'll be right back, and then we'll carry on with the next build. Have we got a puncture? Or is the cart just a bit broken? Oh, this area is fucking really broken with the LOD.
Oh, not for me.
Ah, can you see what's happening on my screen?
Yeah, that's weird. Try and get out. The hell? You good, mate?
Game. Whereas when you stretch them properly, the ear stays nice and fleshy the whole way around. And it's just a patience thing. You know, people try and stretch them too quickly, and in the process, they stretch them too quickly, and it goes off center. If you imagine that, you know, the flesh tunnel is basically stretching a hole, giggity, if you stretch that hole and then you leave
To be to get hit, so. Excuse me. Excuse me. Other than hitting ridiculous shots with a fucking with an arrow, we played Mortal Kombat or Killer Instinct or Mario or whatever, and we were on the sofa